Hello, and welcome to the fourth video in the Getting Started series for Microsoft Teams. This video is a continuation from the third video where we looked at tabs Posts, Files, and Class Notebook. And in this video, we're going to continue looking at tabs and exploring Assignments and Grades, as well as taking a brief look at online meetings. The Assignments and the Grades tab are both added by default to a class Teams site. It's the only Teams type that has an assignments and grades feature. Before I begin, I'd like to highlight that there are no integrations between assignments or grades and Blackboard. Any assignments collected or grades distributed are stored in Teams and would need to be manually transitioned into Blackboard Grade Center. If you would like assignments and grades to be tracked in Blackboard, either through assignments or the Grade Center, it would be best to have final submissions for activities or assignments be submitted in Blackboard. Let's begin by having a look at assignments. The Assignments tab allows team owners to create assignments for students in Microsoft Teams. You can manage assignment timelines, input instructions, and select the team or student you would like assignments to go to. Just as the Class Notebook, Assignments has a short setup wizard to get you started. This next page allows you to create an assignment from the bottom of the page. We can see that we can create either an assignment or a quiz or choose a setup from an existing team site. Let's go ahead and select assignment. We would first want to enter the title, as this is a mandatory field. And then scan the other fields for importance. We can add assignment instructions or attach resources. We can add a point scheme and even add rubrics. Next, we can select who we'd like the assignment to be assigned to and the due dates that will correspond with the assignment. Lastly, we can define the assignment notifications. By default, assignments are posted to a channel from within the team, typically the general channel, so students can see an alert there for any assignment that's been created. Students are also able to see assignments that are created from their Activity tab in the top left corner. Now that we've set up the different options, let's press Assign. Once created, the assignment will be listed in the Assignment tab for students as well, but it's here for you under the Assigned tab here. Typically, Teams Assignments accepts documents, images, video files, and a slew of other different types of files from students. Students can also upload up to 10 additional resources to any assignment. The max size limit on any one singular submission from students, again, this would be one document. Say they could possibly upload multiple documents to one assignment, but the max file size for any one of those documents is going to be 500 megabytes. Again, ungraded student submissions will appear under the Assign dropdown. If you were to click, you can then see a breakdown of the different students and whether the status of the assignment in regard to any given student, as well as any feedback that's been given and the grades that you've added as well. Typically, the status would change from not turned in to submitted, and then you'd be able to click on the student and then provide feedback and a grade. Even though the student hasn't submitted here in this example, I can still click on Not Turned In to see the grading page. Here we can see a history of submissions from the student in case they submitted multiple times. We can give feedback to the student around the assignment, as well as attach a grade and return to the student. Once graded, students are notified via, again, the activity feed, and their submissions are moved into the return drop-down box below. I'm going to go back one more page to show what that looks like. So the assignment is now moved from assigned to returned. Once graded, scores can be found in the Grades tab. The Grades tab acts as a placeholder for any graded elements. While there isn't much interaction that occurs on this page, note that you can always export your grades to an Excel spreadsheet. Jumping back a step, let's create a quiz instead. We'll open Assignments, click Create, and select a quiz. Teams Quizzes actually uses another Office 365 application called Forms. It uses Forms as a quiz builder. Once you land on the quiz creation pop-up here, you can either select from quizzes that are already created or create a new quiz from scratch. Clicking New Quiz from Scratch will take you to Microsoft Forms. I'm going to click Add New to show you what the different options are for quizzing. We can see that the options aren't as robust as tests in Blackboard. The settings for the quiz can be found in the top right corner using the three dots, clicking Settings, and we can see some additional options for the quiz available. Once we've created the quiz, we can simply walk away as updates are saved automatically. So I can simply close this page and land back here in my team site. And if I were to click Create and select Quiz one more time, we can see that new quiz that I just opened is saved here. I can click to make my selection or choose any one from the listing. Click Next, and then I'll be taken to a setup page for the quiz. This page is similar to that of the assignment setup, where you can add a title, instructions, points, which is defined in Forms and actually not here, assign the quiz, and add due dates, and set up the notifications. Once we're happy with the options selected, we can press Assign. Again, the quiz sits in the Assign tab. Students will receive a notification in the general channel, something akin to what we can see here with a bit of a number notification, as well as an activity notification. Students can open the quiz from the general channel or assignment, and then they can view and submit. Any grades that are inputted and or automatically graded through quizzes are sent directly to the Grades tab. Next, I'm going to have a look at online meetings. From within any Teams channel, you will find the option to start an online meeting. You have the opportunity to either meet now with anyone who is logged into Teams and has access to that channel, or to schedule a meeting for, again, members of that channel. Clicking Schedule a Meeting will pull up the card where you can input information around the meeting. You can add required attendees. Essentially, though, anyone who has access to the channel can click to join this meeting once it's scheduled. We can select the date and time, repeat options, and ensure that the link to join the meeting is posted in the correct channel. And we can send. We'll notice then that once we jump to the posts page of that channel, we'll find the meeting scheduled. Simply clicking on this blue bar will allow me to enter and join the meeting. This link will stay active here in the Post tab for all those who also would like to join the meeting space. Now, if I were to select Meet instead of Schedule a Meeting or Meet Now, it would simply prompt or pop up on the page for anyone who's logged into Teams to then join the meeting. There will be a separate video created to describe Teams online meetings in more detail. I encourage you to view that video that's situated in the video library for the CAE. This concludes the 4th video in the Getting Started series for Microsoft Teams. The 5th and final video will tackle reviewing channels in particular, team settings, and showing where supporting apps can be found. Look forward to seeing you then.